But if you don't vote, what are you going to do in the street? So to me, I first of all encourage people to vote. Go out, to register first, and then get ready when the time comes to vote. So you have to be realistic also. And everybody complains that election nothing would change. But I think there's a definition of insanity that is said doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result. How do we think out of the box? What have we been doing that has not been working? How do we find a way to make the things work? You understand? Because so if every time we have been telling people to go and register and vote, okay, and they are not doing it, how do we use, for example, social media? How do we use entertainers to do skits or influencers to encourage people? How do we organize musical fairs? For example, we organize a musical event in Boya. Bring in the artists that young people like, but the only condition is that you have a voter's card to get in, for example. These are innovative ways. And then look at the last election was in 2018. Okay. Then there's an election in 2025. So 18 to 25 is like 7 years. So between 7 years, and the voters' age is 20. So those who were 13 in 18, those were 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So 7 different ages are eligible to vote. That is a lot. What do they like? Are you going to use TikTok or Instagram to get them? Are you going to the kind of artists you will not bring? For example, I'm a Fela fan, or probably a Harry Dikoge fan, a Bona fan, probably to convince them. You look at the Salatiels, for example. You look at the Renews, for example. You look at the Kosis, for example. They are relatable to them. You look at the skit makers, the Antifelis, the senior pastors, and the co. You understand that they could do for them to do skits to that extent, which would help. Okay, so that is an angle, because now you would have a lot of people register, and then the opposition also. How do they build like the Union for Change that was built around Frundi in the 1992 elections? How do you build beyond political parties? Because the thing in Cameroon is that everybody thinks you have to be a politician. A politician is the way, the true, and the life. You understand that? But how do you build with civil society? And then if you are building, there are things that you have to look at. There is what I would call likability. There is what I would call electability, or winnability and governability. There are people that we like. Can they be elected? And if they're elected, can they govern? You ask yourself. So you put those criteria when you are trying to get a candidate or candidates, like, okay, let's look at the way the country is. Perhaps those in power, they might want to give up power.
Agbor Balla. When they see man way, you don't actually really lost focus. Agbor Balla will go down for interview. They give strategy for La Republic. How the film make people they register. Agbor Balla, they talk how people they go register, they vote, and they for the same system where if stand against the same system where never ever change. Agbor Balla they still support that system today. After how many years? After how many years where Agbor Balla come on aside, he talk how the plight of the people of Southern Cameroon, he gave a big look into. Will you ask Agbor Balla now only one question, say the things the way he be the advocate for, the rights of lawyers then, it don't be respected. La Republic don't fulfill some of those, even some of those small conditions the way if it does go do them. For 2016 or 17 for lawyer them, that question what they ask them. Up to today, we still have a lawyer and they inside shop. You understand? For inside Boya and all the other areas there. When they see Agbor Balla, now man this way, he be actually stand for the people then, for the common man. But all of a sudden, he don't instead four people their hand. He don't four people their hand. Listen to what you Agbor Balla they really talk. You really think say any person waiting for the right senses will come out and tell you say this so you you cast your vote or anything for that La Republic system. No, I ask una. I ask una tell me. Una really tell me who really understand. The same system where they in place. Na Pobia get judicial council. That means na Pobia get judiciary na him owner because he be the president of the higher judicial council. Na Pobia they decide who will be state council. Na they decide who will be magistrate, who will be judge for any court. Na Pobia they decide them. The one is clear. Na Pobia again, he decide for inside La Republic whether na who will be person where na he read election, where they read them, when they don't vote, he can't read them. Na Pobia they decide who go be man when I organize election for elecam. Na Pobia they decide who go be that person. Na the very Pobia it decide again on who the way you want to send me the day for which place and for whichever place. And Agbor Balla will come and talk how me people then go register, me they go vote, change go come. When you see a man, a grown-up man who has sold his conscience for the day, for money. What shall it profit a man to gain the whole world and lose his own soul? Now the exact thing this way Agbor Balla he don't do. What a pity. Would you just look Agbor Balla, we don't shake our head. Yes, now true you can't talk say this so be not ever there for independence, be not ever there for this. But we ask Agbor Balla one thing. That very system for La Republic where they in place now. That same system where it don't dey in place for the past 30 years. Wait till be that confidence when Agbor Balla get them, say it go change by the ballot box. Now just because say wait till Agbor Balla chop day for a mob. When chop day for your mob, you know if you talk fine. When you don't chop soya or you lick salt when some person give you know if you talk different thing where you dey against that person. Agbor Balla go do everything, he go come back, start talk the way you don't make any sense. Now Mancho BBC that from Gata. Una ask and say why they move Agbor Balla, they leave Mancho from Gata, where they be take them the same period time. Okay, we no go far from Mancho. Okay, Mancho no be get anything to do with the consortium. Yes, Mancho will be just being an activist. You understand now? Okay, now who look Agbor Balla and Dr. Fontaine? Dr. Fontaine and Agbor Balla they be go Gata together now. That means say una wait. Dr. Fontaine and Agbor Balla they be go Gata together. Why Agbor Balla be so vocal in supporting La Republic? Wait to be Agbor Balla agenda. It is so clear Agbor Balla don't chop soya. He don't chop soya, bro. Agbor Balla don't chop soya, sis. It's really terrible. And no be na terrible something, my brother and sister there. And they bring up on Amuna really see a man where he stand for the plight of the people there. He talk about the youth. He talk about the people there for the society. The same people the way they want withdraw money, they pay tax. They want send money, they pay tax. The same people the way price for things they don't high, it don't increase for that particular country. Agbor Balla no fit talk about these things then. Agbor Balla they only talk now about things wey go favor the regime in place. When all the same, any man head, na in neck, he carry am. I don't want to see me Ambazonia them. Be they shine their eye. And people they call themselves say they be Anglophiles them. Be they woke up for sleep because time no day. You go one woke up for sleep where all man don't go. You know that kind of thing. You want to go for sleep, all man don't go. You say, hey, now me want remain. You want start run. You don't see no man again for road as it go. Need your phone if you don't try. Need John don't try. Do all kind of things there. Need John do all kind of things. You tell us go join La Republic. Nothing, no change. No change, no come. So man, una really think some Monday you can pass Need John. Una think some Monday you can pass Need John because Need John become at a time when people it get a popular support. You get a point. But now Ambazonia struggle day. It's not more the time of Need John. Things have changed. The debate don't change. You don't take a different dimension. So the Akeremunas and the rest, all the other people there, they just try. Now just people the way they don't deny for speak the truth. They don't deny for talk, identify themselves where they come from. The people of Southern Cameroon and La Republic to Cameroon come with equal status to La Republic. But La Republic they don't give you special status. They go use people in Agbor Balla them, Akeremuna them. You can't talk. Oh God. Thank you very much. Don't forget to share this video as far as you can. Share and me go for people there. We tell the people and say Ambazonia na hoha. If they like, they go chop soya for La Republic, lick salt, but Amba na hoha. Agbor Balla shame no refer do it. When I don't see the man, she not dey do it. She not dey do it no small. See the way she don't dey talk. And yeah,